We went behind the scenes with our friends at Feeding San Diego to witness the just unprecedented need that's taking place right now of San Diegans who need food during this crisis, and to find out how you can help. December feels like a lifetime ago.
We feel like we're in a completely different world.
5 months ago, San Diegans rallied to feed those in need through the month of a million meals, a campaign that raised about $30,000 a day to purchase more than 5 million meals.
We feel like we're doing a month of a million meals about every 6 or 7 days during this COVID-19 crisis.
The need for food is extraordinary.
I had a chance to talk to some of the cars that were at the front of the line. Some of them got here as early as midnight.
By comparison, Feeding San Diego needs to raise about $160,000 a day to keep up with demand during this crisis.
It is also a statement about just how much extraordinary need there is across the community right now.
And right now, Feeding San Diego is distributing more food than it takes in.
People often ask us what our greatest concern is, and this is it: empty racking. Empty racking is a sign that we need more food.
Feeding San Diego
Have a wonderful day.
and other food distribution sites are witnessing an unprecedented demand with 40 to 50% increased need on average. Many of those families are relying on Feeding San Diego for the first time.
What's changed in the clientele and the people that you're meeting right now?
We're seeing folks who were living a stable middle-class life 2 months ago and who have now been wiped out.
Our kids, none of them live here in San Diego, so we're having a rough time of it.
When they come to one of our food distributions, for many of these families, that is the only optimistic, hopeful, and compassionate thing that is going to happen to them that day. Some people hold up a sign through the car windshield with hearts saying, "Thank you, you don't know what you're doing for us," and it touches you.
In an ordinary year, Feeding San Diego would purchase about 2 truckloads of food per month. But in less than 2 months since this crisis started, Feeding San Diego has purchased a staggering 135 truckloads of food, $4.7 million worth.
It's like a swimmer who's treading water and you feel yourself slowly sinking. But every time I feel that, then this community responds and does something beautiful to help us be able to afford the next day, the next week, the next month worth of food.
And a big thank you to our photographer, Paulie G, who spent just about every weekend out there with Feeding San Diego shooting bits and pieces of this story. Vince Hall says there is no donation that is too small. He says they've raised over $1 million in the last month alone by small online donations. So if you need help or you want to donate, we have put a link to Feeding San Diego on our website at 10news.com. You can find it under the Resource Center.